approaching the starter now, and the flag's dropped and they're off and racing. No one frantically keen to make the running, although Remastered now comes through on the rail to show just in front of Tedham in these very early stages. Tea Time on Mars approaches this flight as well towards the stand side. One or two quite erratic jumps at the back end of the field, including from Come On Teddy, who was far from foot perfect over that first flight. Samarkand is up with the pace as well now. Samarkand joining in with them, so too Champagne Ideas right on the rails. Not far away from them is Getaway Trump towards the outside of Musical Slave. So as they settle on down, the lead is held by Remastered, Yellow Sleeves, and leads them away from the stands with Tea Time on Mars up on the wide outside. Samarkand and Tedham in behind the leaders in third and fourth place. Getaway Trump not far away at all. Then remaining handily positioned as they race around this bend is Champagne Ideas. Champagne Ideas followed by Midnight Tipple, who is racing along in mid-division in behind Tedham. And others that are held up include Apple Mac, who's also mid-division at this early stage of the race. They're followed then by France de Lucas towards the inside of Après le Deluge, who's travelling up well. Granitic and also Champions Club, they're more towards the outside of the field, where they keep company with Come On the Bull. Back markers include Come On Teddy, who didn't jump that first flight particularly well. See Present is just about last of all, and Hey Bud is well and truly held up as well in second last position as the runners now head down towards the second flight, with Remastered leading a pretty well strung out field from Samarkand in second place and Tea Time on Mars in third position. Tea Time on Mars followed then by Tedham in the yellow jacket, who's fourth. Champagne Ideas and Getaway Trump amongst the next few. Musical Slave just in behind those, and then Apple Mac and Après le Deluge as they take the next flight, where Samarkand didn't jump particularly well. The leader is Remastered, quickly on towards the third. He did jump well. Samarkand jumped much better there in second place. In third is Tedham. Tedham has gone past Tea Time on Mars towards the outer. Then in behind those in fifth is Getaway Trump, who's improving, travelling strongly between runners, although in a bit close to that flight of hurdles. They were followed over in turn by the likes of Apple Mac, who's still in touch with these leaders. Après le Deluge travels fine. He's slightly off the pace, but still moving well as Remastered leads them over on the jump over the final flight over on the far side. Again, mistakes have been plentiful from Come On Teddy, who hasn't jumped well enough to get in contention. He's quite a long way back now as the leaders head round the turn moving towards home. So the leader is Remastered. He's been up there all the way. Samarkand, one little blip down that far side, but he's still travelling strongly in second place. In third is Tedham on the outside of Getaway Trump, who's travelled into contention well. Après le Deluge, likewise, a chance he's got in fifth place. Then there's a gap back to Apple Mac, who's racing in company with Tea Time on Mars, and now they race on towards the closing stages. So they've got three more flights of hurdles left to take. Remastered kicked into that flight from Samarkand, Getaway Trump and Tedham. These four from Après le Deluge in fifth place, and they are now clear from Musical Slave, who is next. Second last now. Remastered, headed by Samarkand. Samarkand comes through to lead. Not over yet, though, because in behind, Tedham still with a chance, so too Getaway Trump. Après le Deluge closing in. Remastered's the one who's beaten. Final flight now all changed. Getaway Trump together with Samarkand and Tedham as they come now onto the run-in. Getaway Trump and Harry Cobden, who he's found plenty away from the last here to go on and win impressively for Paul Nicholls. Getaway Trump, nice performance, winner of what looked a good race beforehand. Tight for second place, that's between Tedham and Samarkand. In fourth, and staying on with some promise there, Après le Deluge. Remastered weakened, only fifth for him.
Well, I think this is a race that'll work out well, and Getaway Trump's gone in at 11 to 2.